The consumer's budget constraint is built up so we're looking at the good that we're interested in investigating, the good X for instance, example, and we have another good Y, or all other goods that the consumer wants to consume. We make the assumption that the consumer has an income which she has gotten somehow, and that income will be spent on all the goods that she will consume. In this case, on good X and a good Y. And we make the assumption that the consumer is a price taker, so therefore we will have prices on the market X and a price from the market Y, like that. To be able to draw this in this graph we have in front of us, we have to rewrite it into a straight line. So we make Y as a function of X, and therefore we will have the vertical intercept here, the income divided by the price of Y, which gives us the maximum amount of Y that we could buy. And then we have the relative price here. So the market for X and the market for Y's prices, which indicates that I have to give away, sell this amount of Y's. So I receive a price for Y times the quantity of Y, which will give me enough money to buy exactly 1 unit of X. So this expression Px divided by Py is the market demands for substituting or something like that. Change Y into X's. If we make the assumption that we have an income M1 and we are facing the prices Py1, we have this as the vertical intercept. And if we make the same calculation, but on the other side, we will have M1 divided by Px1 as the horizontal intercept. And you can only draw one straight line between two coordinates in the coordinate system. So we will have this as one straight line. And this straight line will have the slope equal to the relative price, minus Px1 divided by Py1. So inside or up to this budget constraint, we have what is called the budget set, the all available bundles that this individual has the possibility to consume. But she has not enough money to consume anything outside it. So this will become like a ceiling for the consumer. So what happens if we introduce some kind of a disturbance? Well, let's say that we double the price of Px. So Px2 is equal to 2Px1. That indicates, or that gives us that we now can only buy half as many X's as originally. But we haven't changed the price or the income for good Y, so therefore that intercept will be unchanged. So that will give us a new budget constraint which will have a steeper slope. And if we compare it, we will see here that since the price of X has doubled, it indicates that I have to give away twice as many Y's to be able to afford one more X now. So the relative price has doubled. So the next disturbance would be that we double the price of Y as well. So we will have M1 divided by Py2. So that will give us a situation here with this new budget constraint, the purple one. And before I tell it to you, what's the slope of this one? Well, the slope is of course Px2 divided by Py2, which is the same as 2Px1 divided by 2Py1. So if we cancel out the two P's, the 2's, we see that we will have it minus Px1 divided by Py1. So the original one and this one are parallel. And we also see that the budget set has shrunken even more. So now we have half of the possibility to consume good of vertical axis, and prior to that we had half of the quantities that we could consume on the horizontal axis. So now let's even double the third price that we actually have in this graph here. So we double also the income. And that will give us then M2 divided by PY2. So M2, that's twice as M1. So that will be 2 M1 divided by 2 PY1 minus 2 PX1 divided by 2 PY1 times X, which is the same thing as we had originally. So it will become the same budget constraint as we had originally. So if we have then that we double all the prices in the economy, that will give us a non-changed real economy. The consumer will have the possibility to consume the exact same budget set as originally.